Now is a very dangerous time for XRP. And if you're holding on to this cryptocurrency, you can't ignore what's going on. There's a lot of excitement around XRP, and many people think it will reach new highs soon. But there's a bad side to all this. The price could crash because the SEC lawsuit hasn't been settled yet. There is a lot of uncertainty about Ripple and XRP right now. Some investors are hopeful, but others are getting more worried about what could happen if things don't go as planned. The legal battle could last a lot longer than planned, and if the outcome isn't in Ripple's favor, XRP could face a steep decline. On top of that, the cryptocurrency market has been very unstable, with prices going up and down wildly. One wrong move or a sudden correction in the market could send XRP's value plummeting, causing major losses for those who aren't prepared. But that's not all bad news. Rumors and fear in the market are making things worse. Investors are nervous, and their uncertainty could lead to even more selling pressure. In short, XRP could face a very bad fall. If the risks that are happening now aren't stopped, now is the time to pay close attention to the warning signs. If you have XRP or are thinking about getting some, what will happen to XRP in the future is uncertain, and you should know the risk before making any choices. It's not just about the possible gains anymore. The real question is how much you're willing to lose if things go badly. Stay informed and careful, because this crypto fall is one you don't want to ignore. XRP's current situation is far from ideal. Understanding the risks involved is very important for any investor. The legal battle between Ripple and the SEC is still going on, and despite all the new information, we still don't know how the case will end. The SEC's accusations against Ripple have already caused big price changes for XRP, and the uncertainty about the outcome is enough to make any investor nervous. If the case goes on even longer, or if Ripple loses, the price of XRP could drop sharply. As things stand, the market already responds strongly to any new information in the case, and a lot of people sell XRP. Its value could drop sharply, and the risks don't end with the SEC. As a whole, the cryptocurrency market is very unstable. The prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even smaller altcoins have been going up and down a lot. This kind of market behavior means that XRP could lose a lot of value quickly if the market as a whole goes down. This is true even if Ripple wins the SEC case. A slowdown in the global crypto market could still have a big effect on XRP's price stores. Even if Ripple is successful in court, bad news in the crypto space or quick changes in investor sentiment can send the price of XRP plummeting. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt are also big factors in XRP's price movement. Bad news or stories can make investors panic, which can lead to a mass sell-off. These fake news-driven changes can't be predicted, and they only increase the risks that people who own XRP face. In a market this unstable, it's easy for prices to fall quickly, especially when buyers' confidence is low. You should not only think about the possibility of XRP, but also about how the market could shock them in the worst way. Adding a thought, what does all of this mean for the price of XRP? If the risks we've talked about continue to happen, the price of XRP could go down very low. A lot of experts think that the price of XRP could drop a lot if the SEC action doesn't end in Ripple's favor. In the worst case, the price could drop by as much as 50% or more, losing millions of dollars in value. Even if Ripple does settle the case with the SEC, the price could still drop by a lot. There may still be a short-term drop in the price of XRP as the market responds to the news. Investors who have been hanging on to XRP in the hopes of a big rise may instead face the opposite, a sharp drop that could take months or even years to recover from. It's even harder to say what will happen next with XRP because the cryptocurrency space is so volatile. If there is another major market drop, XRP's price could go down with it, just like it has with other cryptocurrencies in the past. Even a good outcome for Ripple might not be enough to stop a price drop if investor sentiment turns negative. XRP could still have trouble even if the market as a whole doesn't go down, if investors lose faith because of ongoing legal battles, regulatory concerns, or other outside factors. What's even scarier is that XRP's price has been very sensitive to news and rumors. Any bad press or new information about the legal situation could cause a wave of fear selling that would cause the price to drop quickly. It's important for people who own XRP to think about these worst case scenarios and be ready for the chance that the price won't go up as planned. If you're in it for the long term, you need to know that the journey might not be as smooth as many hope. It's a risky ride, and knowing the possible pitfalls is key to making smart decisions. As an XRP investor, you should take steps to protect yourself from these risks. While no one can say for sure what will happen, there are ways to minimize potential losses and keep your investments safe. One of the good risk management is one of the best ways to keep yourself safe. To avoid putting all your eggs in one box, you should spread your investments across a number of different assets. You can lessen the effect of a possible price drop in XRP. Having other investments in your portfolio can help soften the blow of a big drop in XRP and keep you from losing everything. Setting stop loss orders is another way to protect yourself. If the price of your asset drops below a certain level, a stop loss order will sell it for you immediately what you lost. In the volatile world of cryptocurrency, where prices can change wildly, setting a stop loss at a level that you're comfortable with can help you make sure that you don't lose more than you're willing to risk. While this isn't a foolproof method, it can help protect you against sharp drops in XRP's value. It's also important to keep up with the latest news about Ripple, the SEC case, and the cryptocurrency market as a whole. News can spread quickly, and the situation with XRP could change in an instant. Right now, to stay on top of any changes that might affect your investment, like legal updates, make sure you're getting your news from trusted sources. Changes in the market or new rules. If you stay up all night, you'll have more information to help you decide whether to keep your XRP or sell it. Lastly, it's important to have a plan. Think about how much you're ready to risk and what you'll do if things don't go as planned. Having a clear plan can help you make smart choices when your emotions get the best of you. Lots of cryptocurrency, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement or panic of the markets, but if you make a plan and stick to it, you'll be better prepared for any storm that comes your way. Moving forward, it's important to understand that the risks that come with XRP aren't just short-term worries. They could have long-term effects on both Ripple and the cryptocurrency market as a whole. For example, a bad outcome in the SEC case could set a precedent that affects not only XRP, but also the future of regulating cryptocurrencies in the US. Ripple has lost the case. It could get hit with big fines or even have to change how it works, which would be very hard for the business. This could also have a negative effect on the whole crypto market, possibly leading to stricter rules and more attention being paid to other cryptocurrencies. What happens in this court case will determine the future of XRP, and the market may have a big response. Even if Ripple wins, long-term investor trust may still be affected by the uncertainty of the case. Run the bigger coin market. If Ripple has to deal with more regulatory hurdles, the already volatile market could see a drop in general investor sentiment. This is why it's important to think about the bigger picture when thinking about X.